So, this is Cheryl Reeve. This is the most anti-Caitlin Clark coach in the WNBA. Like, some people want to talk about Becky Hammon, some people want to talk about other people. No, like, Becky Hammon has never really said anything anti-Caitlin Clark. She's never really said anything anti-growth of the game. Whereas Cheryl Reeve, no, I'm pretty sure this is the worst way you can potentially answer a question. The single worst way you can answer the question. And by the way, this is coming from, if you guys don't know, the team that Caitlin Clark supports. The team that she supports. Maya Moore was on the team. She was from Iowa. I don't know how far Iowa is from Minnesota, but I do know one guy from Iowa, shout out Ty, who was a Minnesota Timberwolves fan, and it goes to the games frequently enough. So I would assume that it's not too far away. But today, Cheryl Reeve, by the way, this is Cheryl Reeve, who was tweeting anti-Caitlin Clark things, anti-new WNBA fans things. Sorry, not tweeting, is retweeting. Stuff they're like anti-new fans. And when she was asked about, basically, she was asked about the crowd. And realistically, what she was being asked about was, and it's, again, in a bit of a joking manner, but it's just not the answer to give. And this is why people are just like, these WNBA, anyone in the WNBA needs to be media trained. Because you could say whatever the hell you want when nobody's listening. When nobody's watching, you can say whatever the hell that you want. But I don't give two SH1TS. Minnesota head coach Cheryl Reeve's jokes with a laugh of her thoughts on the likely pro-Indiana crowd in Minneapolis today. And again, like, look, it's the closest one to Iowa. There's 100% going to be mostly Iowa fans there. And then when prompted again, she says, I don't give one SH1T. Which is the worst way to answer that. Jesus, these comments making Fever fans look exactly the same we are. Why so hostile? It's just weird. What do you mean? Sounds like she does. So glad that's who's representing America at the Olympics. Like, that is the crazy thing. It sounds like it cares, but it's like, not exactly an Olympic demeanor. That is the exact thing. It's like, she is who's representing America. She is being who is... by the way, look, she's probably the best coach in this league for the WNBA. I think Becky Hammon all around is probably the better coach. But look, as far as the talent is concerned, there are two coaches, I think, there are two teams that are very much outperforming their talent. One of them is these, and the other are the Chicago Sky. They're the two teams that I just think are completely blowing their talent and ability out of the water. They are completely, like, have way, way more... their talent, their like actual output is way better than their talent. So look, she's an unbelievable coach. Don't get it twisted. This isn't the disrespect. This isn't the talking about her as a coach. She's brilliant at that. But you can see that she's being asked a question about all the new fans, and not even just, this is what I always say, where it's like, the media trained answer is why people wouldn't care. All you have to do, like, not even say that, and if they were like a pro-Indiana crowd, all you can just say is like, the game, we're glad the game's a sellout. Just something along the lines of, even just to the public. Do what Teresa Weatherspoon does, where it's like, she's definitely saying different things in public as she does behind the scenes. And use, like, genuinely, behind the scenes, go to your team and use that as that motivation for your team. But in public, just spout out the same PR nonsense, and it works. Just be like, oh, I'm glad it's a sellout. I'm glad we get to play in front. It's good that we get to play in front of these fans, and I can't wait to get a win in front of whatever 20,000 people. Don't mention the fact that they're there for Iowa. Don't mention the fact they're probably going to be supporting the other team. Just genuinely just say, I'm looking forward to getting a win in front of these. If you want to be cocky, if you want to be that, just say, oh yeah, I'm looking forward to winning in front of however many thousand fans there are. It's the simplest way to do it. That's the simplest way to do it. Not basically saying, like, I don't care about these fans. And this is somebody, again, who is, and this would be not that big, if she wasn't the Olympic coach and she wasn't there tweeting anti-new WNBA fans, retweeting like anti-Caitlin Clark stuff. Like, this is not good. This is not a good sign for the game. And I've said it so many times, is like, the league was in a position where you could say and do whatever the hell you wanted and nobody cared. So, like, nobody in this league is media trained. No one in the league seems to be media trained. No one in the league seems to have a clue about what they should and should not say, Other than obviously, look, again, Angel Reese got her, like, she became known for saying whatever the hell she felt like. But the rookies, your Cameron Brinks of the world, your Nika Mules of the world, your Caitlin Clarks of the world, just say the right things, because when they were in college, the spotlight was on them. And now, for all of these WNBA players, the spotlight is on you. The spotlight is on you, Cheryl Reeve, now. And look, unbelievable coach. Unbelievable coach. Like, I don't want to take this away from how well Cheryl Reeve is coached. But, come on now. Like, you just know that it's not the way to answer the question. But again, before we do get on to things, though, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. If we get to 22,000 by the end of the day, that would be absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, it's just disappointing. It is just always disappointing seeing stuff like this where you're like, it's not even like, oh, people don't care about growing the game. Like, it sounds like a person that just wants to go backwards. It sounds like a person that was like, you know what? Like, especially with some of her retweets, where she's fully happy going back to the way it was. To be fair, it probably doesn't affect her salary. Going it back to the way it was when no one cares what she says or does. And in reality, look, she should be someone that should be getting more praise. She should be getting a lot more praise with more eyes on how good a coach she is. But she's obviously, you could tell with the way she talked with the Olympic team, you could tell by just a lot of her interviews, she is very much on the side of, it was good the way it was. You see the way it was? It was good. You see a league that doesn't pay your website enough to fix a redirect glitch where if you click on teams, it sends you into tickets. It sends you into tickets when you click on teams. If you don't pay enough for somebody to not be able to, like, I don't know how to code, but if you gave me access to the back end of this website, I'm pretty sure I could fix a redirect error. But who knows? Who knows? Like, when you've seen, again, all the jerseys selling out, the crazy, like, incompetence from Nike with their lack of merch, with how much people are looking to buy it, and then too much of some things, too little of other things. It's just a horribly ran league, and we're seeing it. And it's very much, look, again, Cheryl Reeve's probably a nice person. She's a hell of a coach, but you better believe she's probably not a fan of Angel Reese either. I think she is probably a fan of things were good the way it was. And actually, you know what? Maybe she is. She would have been a fan of Angel Reese originally. You can tell by the way the Liberty guarded Angel Reese that they were like, that was the first time Angel Reese has been treated by an opponent like Caitlin Clark. As in, no. We're guarding you. Like, we are not letting you embarrass us. And that was the first time that had happened this year. So, yeah, that is the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.